Coming up on 5 Minute News. Kremlin calls vote allowing Putin to rule until 2036. Jeffrey Epstein accomplice arrested for sex abuse of minors. And US issues guidelines but no rules for safe air travel. It's Friday, July 3. I'm Anthony Davis. The Kremlin said Russians had shown how much they trusted President Vladimir Putin with a nationwide vote that gave him the right to run for 2 more terms, while people wondered on Thursday whether he really would stay on another 16 years. Announcing final results of the week-long vote, officials said nearly 78% of voters had backed changes to the constitution, allowing Putin, whose 4th term as president ends in 2024, to run for 2 more back-to-back 6-year terms. This means the 67-year-old former KGB officer who has ruled Russia for over 2 decades as either president or prime minister could be in power until he is 83. Golos, a non-governmental organization that monitors elections, said it had recorded numerous irregularities during the vote, including ballot stuffing and widespread cases of employers forcing staff to cast a ballot. Already the longest-serving leader in modern Russian history since Joseph Stalin, Putin has said he has yet to decide on his political future, but wanted officials to avoid getting distracted by the question of who one day might succeed him. Opposition activists have called the vote illegitimate and said it was designed to legalize a Putin presidency for life. Only one of Russia's 85 regions, remote Nenets, was recorded as having voted against the constitutional changes amid discontent there over a plan to merge it with another region. British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested Thursday on charges she helped lure at least 3 girls, one as young as 14, to be sexually abused by the late financier Jeffrey Epstein, who was accused of victimizing dozens of girls and women over many years. According to the indictment, Maxwell, who lived for years with Epstein and was his frequent companion on trips around the world, facilitated his crimes and on some occasions joined him in sexually abusing the girls. It's claimed Epstein killed himself in a federal detention center in New York last summer while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Maxwell has, for years, been accused by many women of acting as a madam for Epstein, helping him scout young girls for abuse, then hiring them to give him massages during which the girls were pressured into sex acts. In one lawsuit, a woman alleged Maxwell was the highest-ranking employee of Epstein's sex trafficking enterprise. Those accusations, until now, never resulted in criminal charges. The 58-year-old was arrested in Bradford, New Hampshire, where she was living on a wooded estate she purchased for $1 million last December. The FBI had been keeping tabs on her after she disappeared from public view following Epstein's arrest a year ago. The indictment, which was unsealed on Thursday, included counts of conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts, conspiracy to transport minors with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity, and transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. She was also accused of perjuring herself during a deposition in a civil lawsuit over alleged abuse. At a brief hearing on Thursday, a magistrate judge ordered Maxwell to remain in custody while she is transferred to New York for a detention hearing there. Among the most sensational accusations was a claim by Virginia Roberts Giuffre that Maxwell arranged for her to have sex with Britain's Prince Andrew at her London townhouse. Giuffre bolstered her allegations with a picture of her, Andrew, and Maxwell that she said was taken at the time. Prince Andrew denied her story, and Maxwell said in a deposition that Giuffre was totally lying. Maxwell is the daughter of a British publishing magnate, Robert Maxwell, who died in 1991 after supposedly falling off his yacht near the Canary Islands. At the time, he was facing allegations that he had illegally looted pension funds from his businesses. Federal officials said Thursday that airlines should consider limiting capacity on planes to promote social distancing, but they are not considering making the airlines do it. The officials also recommended, but did not move to require, that travellers wear face coverings in airports and on planes. All leading US airlines now require passengers to wear masks, but regulators have refused a request by the airlines to make it a federal rule. The Transportation, Homeland Security and Health and Human Services departments made those and other recommendations in a report containing guidelines for reducing the risk of spreading the new coronavirus by air travel. The agencies said airlines and airports should take steps to increase social distancing, clean surfaces touched by passengers, and ask passengers about their health to discourage people who may be ill from travelling. The issue of limiting capacity on planes gained new urgency this week when American Airlines joined United Airlines in trying to fill every seat on every flight. The move was criticised by the government's top expert on infectious diseases, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Other airlines, including Delta, Southwest and JetBlue, say they are temporarily leaving 1/3 or more seats empty to create more space between passengers. You can subscribe to 5-Minute News with your preferred podcast app. Ask your smart speaker or enable 5-Minute News as your Amazon Alexa flash briefing skill. Please leave a review on iTunes Podcasts or Amazon. 5-Minute News is an independent production covering politics, inequality, health and climate, delivering unbiased, verified and truthful world news daily.